Features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
So here's Miami's starting group. Wiggins is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the center, filling out the middle. There's Ball with the three. Rebound by the Heat. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Billy, Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Thank you, David.
That's a go-to shot for Tyler Hero, so confident in his ability to connect from deep.
For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly. And Hero with the heroic slam.
Pass to Buzelis. Launches from deep. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Ball against Hero. Shot clock at 5. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And a nice 6 cents back there from Hero using that pick and roll.
Ball kicks to Vucevic. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Highsmith. Over to the left wing. And Adebayo throws it down.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
Bulls trail by 8. Williams with 3. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
They don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Hero. Lays it up and banks it in. Hero's got 11.
Well, the paint can open up for Hero because he's such a good shooter, smart to attack. He had a chance to do it there.
Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
2 minutes. Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
I'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Here's Ware. Here's Hero. 13 points in the game. Clock at 4. Shoots over Ball. Hero no good. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. 4-point game. Pass to Buzelis. Vucevic screen on Wiggins with the drive. Offensive rebound. Vucevic the pass to Giddey. Ball surveying the defense. And Ball slams it in.
And don't be surprised when it is that Lonzo Ball rises up like that. He can get it done.
Wiggins with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Outside, Hero. Inside, stolen by Ball. Shot and game clock separated by 5. He nails it, and we're tied up. Ball's got 9 points.
Yeah, and how about Ball just working his way right through the contact that time?
Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Launches it. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Buzelis, no one around him. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's all tied in Chicago. The second quarter coming up right up. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
On the court for the Heat, they've got Adebayo. Tyler Hero out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Highsmith in at the small forward position. Adebayo drives in.
All the way, Adebayo sees the crease and exploits it.
To the inside. Here's Vucevic. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Now here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
And now the latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. When I came into this league as a defender, I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin.
Certainly DA is a two-way threat. Here's Ware. 6 on the shot clock. Wiggins outside. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Giddey. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 to start off the second quarter. 3-pointer, and it's Vucevic. That time on the assist from Giddey. Vucevic has got the lead up to 1 now for Chicago. Hero attacking, and that one is hammered home.
And a great burst from Hero as he gets up for the jam.
Bulls have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Ball against Wiggins. A 3-ball. He makes that one drop. Only a second and 5 tries.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now, Hero. 15 points in the game. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The kick out to Ball. Inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. Wiggins drives in. And Wiggins throws it down.
And when he is on the move and starts to show his athleticism, that's when the special moments come from Andrew Wiggins.
You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on Project Big Man, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project. And certainly Miami was able to do that. You have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, Josh Giddey showing you he can get up.
Wiggins in the post. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The drive-by Ball. Back to Giddey. Williams has a screen for Giddey. And it's Miami with the rebound. Highsmith the pass to Wiggins. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 5-point Miami lead.
This close to the rim, Wiggins can make it look pretty effortless. He just pops it in.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Wiggins. He's got 6. It's blocked.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
He gets that one. Now just a 1-point Heat lead.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Wiggins passes to Highsmith. Now here's Wiggins. He's covered closely. Pass to Adebayo. Down low, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Vucevic's screen on Wiggins. Outside, Ball goes up on the wing, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Heat out front, up 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after this break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Kevin Huerter. Dosumu is out there with White. Then it's Collins, and it's Smith in at the 4-man position. Mitchell against White. And he uses the glass on the layup. White's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Bulls. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaime Jaquez.
13 foul.
That is his first foul of the game. And Miami making a change here. Hurts checked in. White drives in, and White slams it in.
Hot off the drive, White is so explosive, leaping off the floor and throwing that one down.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Burks. And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And if you're just joining us, we play it over a minute here in the 3rd. Robinson for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Robinson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Collins setting the pick for White. For 3. Love grabs the board. The Heat leading by 4. Outside Robinson. Love with the screen for Robinson. And again, Miami with the triple.
That's his game right there. Robinson, one of the more deadly shooters in the NBA.
Now here's White. And the rejection by Love. Robinson against White. Outside Robinson. Burks in the corner. 5 on the clock. Back to Robinson. A A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's White. Second shot opportunity. Goes up with it again. Smith fires from way outside. And the Bulls with another miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Here's Jovic. Kicks it out to Love. Here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
Okay, Duncan, get up and show those hops.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Bulls trail by 9. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And White kicks to Collins.
2 minutes remaining.
And nothing is falling for him right now. They get a hand on it. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Smith wide open. He fires. A three-pointer, no good. Heat leading by 9. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Nailed from three-point land. Robinson's got 11 in the second half. Fires from deep. White, good.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Burks the pass to Jovic. 1:11 left to play here in the third. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Jovic has got his first points in this one. And White kicks to Herter. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Known for being a scorer, Herter is good at staying active and then looking to capitalize inside.
Outside, Robinson takes the three. Rebound by Smith. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 9 points. Herter, no good. Miami's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. 3 seconds separate the shot clock in game 3.
One part of Duncan Robinson's game doesn't get talked about enough. He is willing to find open teammates.
Chicago's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. White against Burks. Pulls it from 20. That one misses. And so it's Miami. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing up. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Heat, we've got Kevin Love. Alec Burks is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jovic in at the 4 spot.
Hustle from Duncan there, outworking the defense. He found the shot.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Williams gets the bucket.
Such great vision from Lonzo, and the best in the league always know they have options.
Ball against Hero. For the 3. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Ware. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
You love how eager Wiggins is to involve his teammates. That's a nice assist.
Vucevic has screen on Wiggins. Ball from long range. The Bulls keep it alive. Buzelis off target at the rim. Miami leading by 12. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. That ball's ice feed that time from Wiggins.
Just how effective is Bam on the interior? Just does not get out of sorts and takes some highly efficient shots.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. Now, I asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. No one covering.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Buzelis sets a screen for Ball. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And how about the patience from Buzelis and the body control? He doesn't rush through that play.
Hero against Ball. There's a screen. To the paint. Here's Ware. Kicks it out to Hero. And again, Miami with the triple.
They feel like Hero has flipped the switch to start being more aggressive offensively.
Outside, Ball. Beyond the arc. Wiggins with the block. And Buzelis gets the whistle that time.
Buzelis.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Hero on the wing. He's covered by Ball. Adebayo kicks to Hero. Just 4 to shoot. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Giddey.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The kick out to Ball.
Hey, yo, right here.
Takes a 3. Rebound by the Heat. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Tyler Hero.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA, Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
And he makes all 3. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hero passes to Adebayo. Ball against Hero. 6 to shoot. Wiggins sets a screen for Hero. And it's off from three-point range. Down low, here's Williams, and Williams throws it down.
Really nice job there by Buzelis. Already sees the floor at a high level.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about the handles from Bam? That's tough to guard.
So Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which, all right, David, thank you.
Thank you to all
Well,
the fans.
folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
And it's the Kings to start out. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the point. Richard, something you notice about these Kings, they shoot plenty of threes.
And that's the modern game for you, B.A. But Sacramento shoots especially freely. You are right. And those shots often connect. So I doubt that that trend changes for them anytime soon.
DeRozan outside. Takes it inside. 2 points. That one goes.
He's been doing that since he first came into the league. DeRozan, his ability to get to the rack at will is unmatched.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Ellis's shot is off.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Just a stellar rebounder. Vuce, look, he relishes getting those extra offensive rebounds.
Ball with the rebound. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Beyond the arc. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Ball. Vucevic has got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Levine. And Levine! Throw it down!
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
The Bulls have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Ball with it. Picked up by DeRozan. Levine with a steal. On the break. Throws it down. And the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball. You know, when it comes to Keegan Murray, it's his all-around presence that helps this team, Richard.
Yeah, he's a very talented glue guy. He doesn't make a ton of splash plays, but he is steady and consistent, and coaches love players like that.
Now here's Giddey. Williams from long range. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. The message that he sent to his team is that they need to be laser-focused on DeMar DeRozan. He told me DeRozan can expect to see plenty of double teams. He said if they're going to beat us tonight, DeMar's not going to be the guy to do it. And of course, DeMar may have something to say about that. We'll find out. Back over to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Ball. After the Kings picked up a basket a moment ago. And there's the screen. Going inside. And Ball throws it down.
Known as a pass-first player, you like to see Lonzo call his own number out of that two-man game and be aggressive.
2 minutes remaining in the
Levine surveys the D. We've got 1:55 left in the first. Pass to Murray. Goes back up. Ellis's shot is off. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. The shot by Buzel is no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
In transition, here they come. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And on the fast break, Murray is a threat. We know he loves cutting through any opposition and getting himself a shot.
Now here's Ball. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's on Zach LaVine. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And Ball is such an effective two-way player. Takes smart shots on offense and really hustles on defense.
DeRozan passes to LaVine. Stolen by Ball. From deep, Giddey. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. The Kings have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. DeRozan against Ball. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball.
I love watching DeMar DeRozan attract contact on the way up. He's just fearless getting through that contact.
DeRozan hits them both. DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
There is no doubt that Ball brings his flight gear to the arena. The man has a little bit of bounce on him.
Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. A deep three from Ball. Sinks it. One range from downtown. Ball's got 10 points.
Just total confidence from deep. Ball, he just sinks that shot like it's nothing.
They kick it out to Murray. On the wing, DeRozan. Here's Levine for 3. Lonzo Ball. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Chicago. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. The duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. And it's Ellis in at the point guard. Here's Ellis. Still no points. Out of bounds. It'll be Bulls ball.
Bulls ball.
Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Buzelis. The 3 is up. And again, no good by Chicago. The Kings trailing. Here's the floater. DeMar working the lane. Aging in the league can be a difficult process, Richard, but that's something you did very well.
Wow, a compliment. Thank you, B.A. Look, I knew I had to adapt, or I would have been out of league sooner than I wanted to. You have to be able to adapt or die. That's what this league is about.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Here's Ellis. Outside Levine. The 3 is up. And Zach LaVine from deep.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
Knocked loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Down low. Stolen by Ball. Right-side Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. Puts up a 3. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
And that's a promising shot for Buzelis.
And it's Levine with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 1. Ooh, the elevation from Levine. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
The floater, and Ball with the layup. Ball's got 14.
When he puts it all together, Ball can put on quite a performance.
Sabonis with a screen on Ball. Levine against Ball. Three-pointer. Levine can't hit. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Levine against Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Levine against Ball. Shot by Levine, no good. Bulls leading by 3. Ball left side. Sacramento grabs the miss. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. Here's Levine. And it's Giddey with a rebound. The Bulls have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Williams on the wing. Back to Giddey. Inside. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists in the game.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to DeRozan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. DeRozan's got 6 here in the quarter.
Double D has that soft touch, and it serves him well on that interior.
A deep 3 from Ball. Kept alive. Here's Buzelis. Williams, a screen on DeRozan. 3-pointer, Buzelis hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
And in this action, the pick and roll, Buzelis is becoming really good at reading the defense.
Levine can't hit.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pick by Vucevic. Ball with it. And Sabonis picks him up defensively. Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
Doing exactly what you expect. Vuce setting a solid screen that gets things going.
Levine challenging. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Pass to Buzelis. 3 seconds left. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, it's been quite a game for Lonzo Ball.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
DeSumo is out there with Kobe White. Then it's Smith. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Herder in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Monk. And there's a pick. 5 to shoot. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Monk's got his first 2 points of the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And it's good. 2 points.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Kings trail by 9. Crowder outside. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by White. Chicago's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. And there's the foul. It's on Ayo Dosunmu. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
For Sacramento, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. White against Monk. Crowder outside. Here he goes. Smith with the rebound. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Smith left side. Fires for 3. That shot missing. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's LaRavia. Floats one. It's blocked. Pass to Collins. Beyond the arc. They get it back to the wing on the left. Smith outside. Second chance shot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Chicago shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
At the line for two.
Smith hits them both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Valanciunas sets a screen. Crowder, the pass to Valanciunas. Here's Laravia. Let's go with a three. Smith with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the paint. Stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Lyles. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's White.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Collins. From deep. White can't hit. Kings trail by 9. It's Monk on the wing. He's guarded by White. There's 1:40 left in the third quarter. Here's the teardrop. Smith with the rebound. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
A new day. The Spurs' Victor Wembanyama said a few years back it was more of a guards game, but now it's come back to a big men's game. We've got guys all around the league who do a lot of stuff despite being very tall. It's the way the game changes. You just have to adapt. Brian, the gauntlet has been thrown.
And I like it. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
White against Monk. White, good. White's got his second basket.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Crowder. Pass to Lyles. And that one is hammered home.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Now here's White. Collins with a screen on Monk. White with it, guarded by Valanciunas. For three, Collins. Rebound by Sacramento. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds in the game. Crowder, the pass to Monk. Valanciunas against White. Here's Monk. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge is
first team foul. At the line for the Kings, Malik
Foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the...
And that'll do it for the third quarter. Bulls out in front, leading by 6. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. The Kings call timeout. Check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on the Sacramento head coach talking to his team, and coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Taking a look at Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at the point guard position.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Here's Ball. To the inside. Here's Buzelis. Pass to Williams. And the ball out of play. The Kings will have it.
Sacramento ball.
Kings trail by 6. Levine with it. There's the triple. And it's Kitty with a rebound.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And here's Ball. For 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Here's Levine. Wow, Levine quick to the basket.
A ridiculous athlete. I love when Levine puts it on the deck and goes through the lane like that.
Ooh, stolen by Murray. Here's Ellis. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Patrick Williams. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
All no good. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And Richard, whenever Sabonis plays, it's surprising if he doesn't record a double-double.
Oh, they're usually monster double-doubles also. Close to 20 points, 13 rebounds, and at least 6 assists. Domas, he is an offensive hub.
On the wing, DeRozan. Here's Ellis. Giddy defends. Here's Levine. Over Ball. And another miss by Sacramento. And Giddy has got the ball here for Chicago. They have yet to score here in the 4th. This game is so close. 1 or 2 plays could make the difference.
It's so imperative to try to make each trip count.
Now here's Levine. They kick it out to Murray. And that misses. That would have put them up. Chicago leading. Ball outside. They set the pick to the middle. Here's Buzelis. And the shot goes.
Oh, man. Massive points from Buzelis. Yes.
Here's Levine for 3. Drops in the 3. Levine's got 6 in the quarter.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Vucevic's shot is off.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Outside Levine. Into the lane. Oh, look at Levine getting it done in the paint.
And Zach Levine just commands the ball in these big moments. You want a guy that can not only take that shot, but make that shot.
To the left wing. We've got 1:28 left in the 4th. 3-pointer, Buzelis. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got rebound number 7 tonight. Now here's DeRozan. The D's right on him. Pass to Levine. Chicago with a rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Back to Ball. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
There's 48 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Levine against Ball. And Levine, here we go. Out to Sabonis. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. And that doesn't go either for Levine.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Oh, nails the triple.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
How about the creativity from DeRozan?
That is explosive athleticism by DeRozan. His dunks, oh man, they'll make a rim shake.
Sacramento. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Buzelis. It's good!
Nice little draw up there from the inbounds play to give them an easy bucket.
Stolen by Ball. So a close game sees Chicago taking this one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what.
two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the point. Here's Highsmith. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. LaVine passes to DeRozan. Back to LaVine. Here's Ellis. Sabonis right side. 5 on the clock. Great open look there.
Early on in his NBA career, Murray's showing he's a capable shooter.
Hero against DeRozan. Hero outside. And it's Highsmith missing.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Now here's Hero. Defense right on him. Pass to Wiggins. Driving to the basket, and they pick up 2.
How agile was Wiggins on that drive? Just threading the needle and got right to his shot.
And we have seen Andrew Wiggins step up as the second best player on a title team. But it's all about his consistency, Brent.
Well, Andrew Wiggins' role, I believe, changed last year. A little in and out of the lineup for Andrew, and the changes around him have not been ideal. I hope that he embraces whatever it is that the coaching staff wants him to lock in this year, because as a two-way player, Andrew Wiggins is still very capable.
Now here's Wiggins. Launches a 3. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. LaVine against Wiggins. LaVine surveys the D. Sabonis with a screen on Wiggins. Here's LaVine. An easy 2 on the layup.
Proving once again, LaVine is not all dunks and threes.
DeRozan against Hero. The 3. Here's Wiggins over to the left wing. He takes it in. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
And Wiggins is a capable passer, someone that wants to hit a guy in the right spot.
Murray for 3. Rebound Miami. Hero outside. Pass to Ware. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Brent, the Kings have the pieces to compete and finally creating some stability.
Yeah, after that 16-year playoff absence, just being a factor in the West has Sacramento and their fans really, really exciting. Again, the pieces are there. Will they push it this year to get back in the mix?
And the basket by DeRozan.
I love how he takes good angles on drives to the rim. DeRozan has a nice fluidity to his game.
Adebayo sets a screen. Here's Hero. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's LaVine. Pass to Sabonis. Outside for LaVine. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
I mean, LaVine wasn't about to let that possession get away from them. I mean, he knew just how much time there was left on the shot clock.
Here's Hero. Good D by Murray. Sacramento has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Picked by Murray. Here's Ellis. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Tyler Hero. All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami.
Now here's Hero. And the three-pointer goes. Hero's got 5 points.
Now, producing from behind the arc, that is huge stuff from Tyler Hero.
Levine against Wiggins. Now here's Levine. Defense is right there. From outside the arc. No good there. It's all tied in Miami. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
Taking a look at Sacramento, the duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the 1. Hero with it, and Sabonis picks him up defensively, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. That'll put Tyler Hero on the line. That'll belong to Domantas Sabonis. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul. Levine against Wiggins. The 3 is up. At the arc, Zach LaVine.
And with how well LaVine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
DeRozan against Hero. Hauled in by the Kings. When we talk about the top players in the league, Brent, Domantas Sabonis can get overlooked.
You wonder if the record was a little bit better last year for the Kings, where he might have finished in the MVP voting, because this guy led the league in rebounding, and he put up 8 assists per game. So top 10 in MVP, that could have moved up a little bit with a winning record. He is a legitimate star at his position.
They set a pick. Pass to Ware. The kick out to Wiggins. Just 3 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. And here's LaVine. He has 7. From behind the arc. And Hero grabs the board.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
DeRozan passes to LaVine. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them. Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Wiggins passes to Adebayo. Now here's Hero, defended by DeRozan. Hero against DeRozan. Pulls up, high post. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
I expect to see more heroics from Tyler Hero.
LaVine against Wiggins. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Hero outside to the left side wing. Adebayo passes to Hero. Yep, that one goes. Hero's got 9 points in the quarter.
They feel like Hero has flipped the switch to start being more aggressive offensively.
DeRozan, dribble drive. Shot on the wing. Shot by Levine, no good.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
DeRozan against Adebayo. Back to Wiggins. Adebayo, a screen on Murray. Here's Wiggins. Oh, mercy! Andrew Wiggins!
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Pass to Ellis. DeRozan, a screen on Hero. Kicks it to DeRozan. A big DeRozan jam!
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Hero. Drives to the hoop.
And a great burst from Hero as he gets up for the jam.
Kings trail by 7. Outside Levine. We've got 22 seconds left in the second period. Out to Sabonis. Crafty move. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
The patience of Sabonis is really one of his better weapons. He takes time to throw a number of moves at you.
And Sabonis drops them both. Crowder against Wiggins. Here's Highsmith. What if it goes? Oh, he drains the 3. But let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure.
To review the play.
These teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
Yeah, the replay makes it obvious. I mean, he got that shot off in time. It should be an easy decision for the officials.
Tyler Hero has been on display for the Miami Heat. Well, thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
21.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
They've got Duncan Robinson. He's out there with Alec Burks. Jaime Jaquez out there with Kevin Love. And it's Jovic in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Miami leading by 6. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Lyles, the pass to Crowder. Here's Lyles. No points yet. Valanciunas with a screen on Robinson. Pass to Valanciunas. Got it.
Yeah, kind of weird to say body control with a guy who doesn't get up off the floor, but Valanciunas shows some there.
Burks against Monk. Screen by Robinson. Outside Burks. Just 5 to shoot. Robinson with it. Guarded by Valanciunas. Robinson gets the bucket. And the Heat lead by 6.
Duncan Robinson doing some work inside at 6'7". He can do that.
And so Monk will bring it up for Sacramento. Crowder, a screen on Burks. Burks against Monk. softly drops in the floater.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
On the wing, Burks. Monk covers. And Burks gets it to go.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
Kings trail by 6. Outside Monk. Lyles a screen. Shakes him. It's hauled in by Robinson. Heat leading by 6. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. That's good from Jaquez on the assist from Robinson. Well, Brent, the reputation of Duncan Robinson is as a shooter, but he's added to his game.
A little bit, BA. It's still going to be shooter first, but Duncan doing a much better job of reading some of the double team in action coming at him to run him off the line. So that assist number, that's been growing.
Love a screen on Crowder. Robinson passes to Love. Down low. Here's Jaquez. And he banks in the layup. Jaquez has gotten 4 this quarter.
Good passing in the paint, maybe even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Crowder against Robinson. Pass to Lyles. And the Kings with another 3.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And it's Robinson penetrating. Love for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Heat lead by 7.
That's how you get some payback. Love ready to get revenge after seeing them drain one on his squad.
Here's Crowder. Uses the glass on the layup. Crowder's got 7. Miami has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Burks against Monk. Outside Burks. Outside Love. Shot clock at 6. Robinson passes to Love. That 3's off the mark. Kings trail by 5. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's LaRavia. No points so far. Crowder with a screen. Here's LaRavia with the drive. And that'll be Sacramento's ball as it goes out of bounds. Kings able to keep possession here. Clock is at 3. Crowder laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And now just a 3-point Miami lead. Now here's Burks. Love a screen on Monk. It could go. No good. Misses at the buzzer. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's the Heat. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. All right, a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th quarter. Jay Crowder is out there with Malik Monk. Then it's Trey Lyles. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's LaRavia in at the small forward position. Here's Hero. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And Hero with the heroic slam.
Kings trail by 5. Sabonis with a screen on Wiggins. Here's Levine for 3. Unable to get that one.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Hero outside. Pass to Ware. Now here's Wiggins. Adebayo, a screen on Levine. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Nothing to force here. Wiggins patient, and he found the open man.
Wiggins against Levine. They kick it out to Murray. The three-pointer off the mark.
And the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Pass to Highsmith. Back to Wiggins. To the paint. Out left to the wing. Here's Ware. Ware, that's good. And now it's a 10-point Heat lead.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Here's Levine. Ooh, the elevation from Levine.
And what a dunk by Levine, looking to punish the defense.
Pass to Ware. Fires the three. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now. Here's DeRozan. Muscling in. DeRozan.
And DeRozan, just so crafty on those moves, slips right through the contact for the finish.
Hero against DeRozan. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Now Wiggins. He's covered by Levine. Hero for 3. Rebound by Sacramento.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
If Murray can keep his passing up, he'll be a force in this league.
Here's Wiggins. Here's Highsmith.
Sacramento foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Kings on D, trailing by 4. Hero outside. 6 to shoot. Wiggins with a screen on DeRozan. Hero, the pass to Wiggins. Oh, Wiggins! Bullseye with the 3.
And Wiggins is shooting it with confidence. Man, he's a threat to put up some big numbers.
Hero for 3. Sinks the tray. And now a 10-point Miami lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
They've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, confidence grows, you win that turnover battle.
A ferocious competitor and scorer, Levine takes on challenges head on and knows how to finish with grit.
A minute 29 left to play in the 4th. Here's Wiggins. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Zach LaVine.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
He gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 9-point game here. A minute 22 left in the 4th quarter. And it's LaVine with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Pass to Sabonis. The rebound by Ware.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Adebayo sets a screen. On the attack, Hero. Here's Highsmith. Back to Adebayo. They set the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Driving in. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Ware, that's good.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
LaVine with it. Takes a 3. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. for Miami as they get the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire team.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, call me
And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Lonzo Ball out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Booz Ellis in at the small forward. And the foul on Patrick Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Hero against Ball. Left side, Hero. 4 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3.
How about the footwork from Ball, making it tough to get by him?
It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Richard for the Bulls, just 1 playoff appearance in their last 7 seasons.
Look, the last 4 years under Coach Billy Donovan, they've been respectful, but with all of the injuries and all of the issues, the path to true contention is probably on the other side of a long rebuild. And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Count that one.
I love seeing Ball be aggressive on offense, good at knowing when to take initiative.
Wiggins, right side. Hero sets the pick for Wiggins. And he drives in, and he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now, Hero. Good on the triple.
And a legitimate threat to connect from deep. Hero doesn't lack confidence trying his luck from there.
And it's Ball penetrating. It's good. Ball's got 6.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Hero against Ball. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 5 points in the game.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Here's Ball. It's deflected. Here's Highsmith. Has to wear. Out left to the wing. To the inside. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Chicago. They trail by 1. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Buzelis, and they'll get another chance. Puts up a deep three. Again, ball missing. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Highsmith. Now here's Adebayo. Out to the wing. Now Hero. Adebayo with a screen on Giddey. Hero, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Hero against Ball. A three-pointer is right on target.
And no doubt the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of Ball's shooting technique, but man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
Now Hero, 5 points in the game. Highsmith the pass to Hero. Wiggins sets a screen for Hero. Banked in off the glass. Hero's got 7.
Guys, just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
Here's Hero. No good, shot missing. Excellent D there from Ball. The Bulls have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Inside, stolen by Hero. One-on-one fast break. Pass to Highsmith. Hero against Vucevic. Right side Hero. And he lays it straight in. He's got 9.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
It's all tied in Miami. And we'll be back in just a moment with this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
But they can't afford to get complacent because of the early success. There is still a lot of basketball to be played.
They've got Adebayo. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Shots good by Hero. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Hero's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Ball. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. And now that's 11 points for Lonzo Ball. Ball against Hero. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. That's some big dough.
It isn't ever. It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
And Ball is such an effective two-way player. Takes smart shots on offense and really hustles on defense.
And
and he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? The Heat have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Adebayo kicks to Hero. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Hero's got the lead up to 3 now for the Heat. Here's Ball. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
When he puts it all together, Ball can put on quite a performance.
On the wing, Wiggins. Pass to Adebayo. Fires the 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Exceptional shooter across the floor. Adebayo has a huge presence with the ball.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Miami leading by 4. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Ware. And then jammed down as he goes right over Nikola Vucevic.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up the lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now, here's Ball. 15 points in the game. Oh, Vucevic in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Doing exactly what you expect. Vooch setting a solid screen that gets things going.
1:33 left here in the second. Hero passes to Highsmith. Off target with his 3. Bulls trail by 4. Ball kicks to Giddey. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Hero. Here's Ware. Vucevic defending. Ware, good. Ware's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Ball fires from way outside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Wiggins, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Adebayo.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
Bulls have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Here's Giddey. Got it. Good job in the low post. Giddey's got his second bucket of the night. Miami's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Hero passes to Ware. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Wiggins outside. Shot clock at 6. Takes it inside, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
I'm telling you, when Wiggins takes off, you better buckle those seatbelts.
Williams a screen on Hero. Giddey no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
28.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group Billy Donovan has on the floor. Zach Collins is out there with Smith. Then there's Dosumu. Then it's Kevin Herter. And it's White in at the point. Robinson a screen on White. Burks' shot is good. Bulls trail by 5. Pass to Herter. From outside, off the mark. The Heat shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Here's Robinson. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Hits his first attempt of the half. Not what you'd call suffocating deep on that possession.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
Here's Hackett. Chicago grabs the miss.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And it's White missing. The Heat leading by 4. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Robinson on the wing. Defended by Dosumu. Robinson misses. For Chicago, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming off the locker room at the break. Shot by Collins, no good.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Jaquez the pass to Burks. Trains the three-pointer. Burks has got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Into the lane. Outside for Robinson. It's a pick by Love. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got his second bucket of the night.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
White against Burks. Kicks it out to Collins. No good with the triple. The Heat leading by 7. Burks on the wing. He's guarded by Collins. Jaquez the pass to Robinson. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Burks against White. Pass to Collins from outside the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, you're giving up a bit of height there. You could expect to get burned from downtown when you do this.
Outside Robinson. Love with the screen for Robinson. And there's the drive. Softly drops in the floater. Robinson's got 6.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Here's White. Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Herter. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Heat leading by 6. Here's Burks. Drops in the layup for 2. Burks has got 7 points here in this quarter.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Sinks the triple.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Shot by Collins, no good.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Here's Hackett. Powered down with both hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And it's Love with the ball for Miami. Here's Jovic. Robinson against White. Launches it. And the Heat, another three. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Smith with a screen on Burks. White. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Miami Heat in command. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. It's the group on the 4 for Miami. And here's Vucevic to the middle. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Buzelis, no good. The Heat leading by 18. Wiggins surveying the floor. Here's Ware, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Hero with it, now guarded by Vucevic. Hero against Ball, and the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Pass to Highsmith. Buries the long-range jumper. Highsmith's got himself on the board with 3 there.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Shooting for Chicago.
And he's good on the second.
Fouled in the act of shooting a three-pointer. Will have 3.
And he nails the third. Miami leading by 20. Hero kicks to Adebayo. Tries the spin move. And the foul on Patrick Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Pass to Hero. Clock at 6. There's the drive. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic with it. Picked up by Hero. Now here's Vucevic. The tray. Traps in the tray.
The ability to stretch the floor is such a dangerous weapon for Vuce and his team.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus. Hero
against Ball. Hero passes to Wiggins. It's stolen by Vucevic.
The defense had the pass well anticipated. They know the offense wants to get that ball inside.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Giddey against Hero. Wiggins kicks to Hero. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. 6 to shoot. The shot. And again, it's the Heat missing. Bulls trail by 16. Inside. It's stolen by Adebayo.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Heat.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Tyler Hero.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
This is the smart play by Ball, staying committed even while getting fouled.
It's the second from the line. And he nails the third.
Nah, couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Takes it off the glass. And the Heat lead by 16.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Adebayo against Ball. Adebayo passes to Highsmith. Knocked loose. And here we go. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Buzelis. Off target from three-point range. Wiggins left side. 2 points. That one goes.
Now at the line, Andrew Wiggins.
Hero from long range. Missed. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson.
big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Graham.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. Williams and Vucevic are inside. Ball is out there with Josh Giddey, and it's Buzelis in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Now here's Ball. And stolen by Murray. Here's DeRozan. Chicago with a rebound.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And the power finish by Vucevic.
Love it when Vucevic attacks with intent. He has the size and strength to dominate around the cup.
Levine. Can't get it to drop. Good D by Ball. About a minute played here so far in the first. Outside Giddey. From downtown. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Picked by Sabonis. Ellis passes to Sabonis. And the shot goes down.
Yeah, the touch of Sabonis around the rim, I mean, it's fantastic.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. It's Giddey on the wing. Three-pointer, Vucevic. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey.
3 points.
Vucevic has got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And the Kings have held tough. But it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Graham.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
Now here's Levine. They kick it out to Murray. The 3. Chicago with a rebound. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Buzelis, defended by DeRozan. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Sacramento. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Yeah, stylish flush by DeRozan. Flying up and making a big-time statement at the rim.
Here's the pick. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Levine against Williams. Levine passes to Murray. Outside for Levine. Hits the trifecta. Levine's got his second bucket of the night. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Kings.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on. Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The Kings lead by 4. Pass to Murray. And it's cleared by Vucevic. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Such a skilled big. 6'10" Nikola Vucevic. He can beat you up in the post, or he can step back and hit a 3-stand.
Yeah, Brian, and he's an excellent passer as well. Throughout his career, Vucevic's teams have been very good offensively, and his versatility is a big reason for that.
Now here's Ball. Fires from deep. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Sacramento has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Sabonis with a screen on Ball. It's Levine with a drive. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic. You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
Tipped away. To the left wing. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Zach LaVine, he's been the guy making things happen for the Kings. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. More. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, for the Kings, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
That's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Well, their defense was incredible, wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Chicago trailing here. Here's Ball. He has 6. That puts him in the lead. Ball's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
They give Ball credit. The D was there, but great work keeping his concentration.
Here's LaVine. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Ball to the wing on the left. Williams, a screen on Sabonis. And here's Ball. Give him 8 points now. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Three-pointer, Vucevic.
Yeah, great work on defense right there. The shooters have to be careful when Murray is lurking nearby.
Here's Buzelis, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. The Kings leading. LaVine with it. 13 points in the game. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Misses the 3. The Bulls have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Vucevic. Basket's good. Vucevic has got 7 points.
Yeah, merciless play by Vucevic down low. Crashing through the contact to finish strong.
Ball against LaVine. Murray from outside. Murray connects from outside. And, Coach, you took the Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals. Give us an idea of the different kind of pressure that exists in the finals.
Well, I didn't really feel as much pressure, but at the end of it, it was excruciating to get that close and to have a chance and then to lose in 5 games. Like, you know, even then going through it, that it's going to be hard to get another chance at it. So I would just sum it up and say excruciating.
Here's LaVine. Ball with the rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Vucevic, a screen on Sabonis. And it's Giddey missing. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Ellis on the take. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Giddey.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league. And when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. DeRozan passes to LaVine. Sabonis with a screen on Ball. Levine surveys the D. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Williams with the screen. And that one's good. Giddy. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Here's Levine for 3. Buzelis grabs the board. The Bulls have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Bulls keep it alive. Pass to Buzelis. Clock at 6. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Out to the wing. Here's Ellis, hounded by Ball. Levine against Ball. Shot from 16. Shot by Levine, no good.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Ball passes to Giddy. Here's Vucevic. Rebound by Sacramento. There's 37 seconds left in the second. Pass to DeRozan. Out to Sabonis. And he gets the bucket.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Chicago has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Now here's Ball. Not a lot of room. Pass to Vucevic. Sabonis with some nice D. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Kings ahead, up 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And so in the game for the Bulls, they've got Jalen Smith, Ayo Dosunmu out there with Kobe White. Then there's Zach Collins, and it's Herter in at the 3. And it's Monk missing. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. The lead is 2. Smith with a screen on Monk. White drives in. Oh, the teardrop falls in. White's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, at first, White shows the burst. Then the control off the ground.
Well, Stan, you talk about a late bloomer. Kobe White has shown that he might be just that.
Well, Brian, everything has come together for him. He's improved on defense. He's improved his decision-making. He got that second contract in a bigger role, and he is playing great.
They might have the best hair in the NBA. Drills it from deep. Monk's got 5. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
White, good. And the Bulls lead by 1.
You got to commend the concentration White showed there. He doesn't get thrown off kilter easily.
Monk for 3. On target from range. Monk's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest up there.
Collins with a screen on Crowder. Smith outside. Ooh, it's stolen away. To the middle. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. First free throw is good. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
And Crowder with the jam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. White against Monk. Here's DeSumo. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Give that one to Jay Crowder. Grant the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, BA. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Monk against White. They set the pick. Out to the right wing. Here's Larabia. No good on the three. The Bulls trail by 4. For three, Smith. Valanciunas with a rebound. Sacramento has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Crowder outside. Now here's Valanciunas. He's covered by DeSumo. Pass to Monk. The three is up. Chicago with a rebound. And there's 1:38 left in the third. White, the pass to Smith. And that one's good. Smith's got 5 now.
Yeah, that's a great find by White. He's such a clever and deceptive combo guard.
They set a pick. Monk with it. Now Herter defending. And that one's good. Larabia.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Smith with a screen on Monk. Smith outside. Takes the three. He buries it from 3. Smith's got 8 here in this quarter.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Monk for 3. Smith with the rebound. The Bulls have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. White against Monk. Smith outside. For the lead. And it's good on the layup. 10 points for him.
And it's been a thrilling matchup. Both teams giving their all.
White against Monk. To the inside. 19 seconds left in the third. Back to Valanciunas. From outside, off the mark. Now here's White, guarded closely. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Almost converts despite the contact.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Bulls out in front, up 3. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, and the basket is good.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Proving once again, Levine is not all dunks and threes.
Ball finds Kitty. Floats one up. It's rebounded by Levine. And Levine has got the ball here for the Kings. Out to Sabonis. Levine with a screen on Vucevic. Sabonis banked it in off the glass. Sabonis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Good on the bucket.
Look to a machine like Vooch when you need him most. He's a reliable offensive option who comes through for his club.
Here's Levine for three. Ooh, the soft touch of Levine knocking down the three.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Back to Vucevic. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Sabonis with a screen on Giddey. Here's Levine. And Levine throws it down.
You have to applaud Levine's work ethic. He gives his all to find points for his team.
The three from Ball. Rebound by the Kings. The ball's knocked loose. Up top, Levine. One. Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest. Easy to understand why they leave Ball out here in these moments. He knows how to deliver.
Sabonis, left side. Outside Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Levine challenging. And the dunk by Levine.
Just a really gifted athlete. Levine's speed makes him an effective penetrator.
Pass to Buzelis. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's DeRozan. And the layup is good off the glass. And now an 8-point Kings lead.
And that's where the frame of DeRozan comes into play. So good at bodying up to get his.
Here's Ball. Count it.
Lonzo Ball.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's the steal. 4-3. Laces one from 3.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the top.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
No doubt, and just about seals it.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Only 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
They're going to have to get up a quick shot and then foul immediately.
Three-pointer, Buzelis. It's off. And so it's Sacramento with the W. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
Some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
So here's Miami's starting group. We've got Tyler Hero. He's out there with Wiggins, and it's Adebayo in at the four-man position.
A way to seize the opportunity. Levine just smashing that one home.
Now, Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Oh, and he almost had a four-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for three. That's on Keegan Murray. The Heat shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Now here's Levine. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Hero. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Kings head coach gave me a few minutes. Now, they were raving about an opposing player, in this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Hero. Sacramento making their last shot. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. That one falls.
Well, the paint can open up for Hero because he's such a good shooter, smart to attack. He had a chance to do it there.
DeRozan scanning the floor. And Murray now top of the key. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And a wide open look for Hero. Nails the open triple off the fast break. Hero's got his second bucket tonight. It's Sabonis with the drive. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
Sabonis not the quickest guy out there, but he doesn't need to be if he can outthink the opponent. That time he did with the attack.
Hero against DeRozan. Pass to Ware. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. And the Heat, another three.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Berry, they're going to grind it out.
Now, this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced. And how about the acrobatics from Andrew Wiggins? Way up that time.
On the wing, Levine, covered by Wiggins. Levine's shot is off.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Levine deciding where to go with it. Can they get it? The shot comes out. Wiggins with some nice D. Miami leading by 10 from downtown. And Sabonis pulls it down. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Outside, Levine. And he slams it down right on top of Bam Adebayo.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Early on in his NBA career, Murray's showing he's a capable shooter.
For Miami, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Hero on the wing. He's got 8. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hero's got 10 points.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Heat. They're up by 10. After this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Sabonis in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Wiggins finds Adebayo. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. There's LaVine. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's the lob to the hoop. Where, no good.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Well, Brent, last season was disappointing for the Kings after being eliminated in the play-in.
Yeah, a little bit of regression. They did have some key injuries to some guys in the stretch of the season that was vital for them to make the playoff push. But I think it helped them realize just how fun the playoffs are and just how hard it is to get back there. And maybe in this offseason they come back a little bit more focused, knowing how loaded the Western Conference is.
Wide open look here for Murray, and that comes off the assist by LaVine. LaVine's got 4 assists in the game. Outside, Hero. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Adebayo. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Adebayo's got 6.
Man, bigs like Adebayo gotta drain shots to keep the defense honest. Nice to see him working on that part of his game.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
Well, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
Outside, Hero. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Ellis against Wiggins. Pass to Ware. And stolen by Murray. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, you know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size. And
Ellis will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Only allowed 5 points in the quarter. 1:31 left in the first half. Offensive rebound. Outside for Murray. In the corner, it's Levine. Off target from outside.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Higgins against Ellis. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Hero. They can use a bucket. Rebound by Murray. The Kings trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Personal foul. First team foul.
46 seconds left here in the second.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Murray for 3. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 5 assists in the game. Highsmith the pass to Ware. Kicks it out to Hero. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Hero, one of those guys who just rely on coming in and giving you that offensive pop. Does a lot of things for his team on that end of the floor.
And Hero drops them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Crowder kicks to Lyles. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Miami headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. There, thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Keegan Murray. He's been playing very well.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Alec Burks is out there with Robinson. Then there's Kevin Love. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jovic in at the power forward position. Shot clock at 3. Crowder. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
It's so hard to move a mountain, trust me. Major damage on the boards being done by Valanciunas.
Crowder against Robinson. Love with the screen on Crowder. Robinson passes to Jaquez. Back to Robinson. Plays it up and banks it in.
Robinson.
And the Heat lead by 7.
Duncan Robinson doing some work inside at 6'7". He could do that.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Burks looking around. Love with the screen on Monk. Kicks it out to Love. And a miss there on the triple. The Kings trail by 5. Inside Crowder to the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Pass to LaRavia. So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Hey, Brent, you spent a bunch of your career as a scoring guard off the bench. A lot like Malik Monk.
Well, not quite like Malik Monk, but this guy has been unbelievable. The way that he changes the pace of a game with scoring. It reminds me of a younger version of Jamal Crawford, who obviously won 3 Six-Man of the Year titles. This guy is so explosive and so confident. He has leaned into the role of being a difference maker as a six-man.
Robinson on the wing, defended by Crowder. Robinson goes in, misses from close range. Kings have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Monk kicks to Valanciunas, and he uses the glass on the layup. Valanciunas has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Valanciunas has no problem showing up with that physical force and finishing through contact.
Love outside. Burks against Monk. Love with the screen on Monk. Here's Burks. Good on the bucket. Burks has got his first bucket in this one. The Kings trail by 5. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
2 minutes.
Valanciunas with a screen on Robinson. Robinson against Crowder. Here's Valanciunas, and he converts the layup. Valanciunas has got 6.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Drills the three-pointer.
Robinson.
The Heat lead by 6.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Monk, the pass to LaRavia. There's the pick. And he dunks it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And Love has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Love's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, Duncan not only moves himself, he moves the ball quite well.
Monk against Burks. That's it, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Monk. Monk's got 4 points now in the quarter. Robinson against Crowder. Love with the screen on Crowder. Robinson down low. A shot off that time. Good work defensively by Crowder. And Valanciunas kicks to Crowder. In the corner, it's Monk. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Love. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Love's got his second basket of the night.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Monk against Burks. And here is Monk. That's a 2 from Crowder, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Miami, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. Well, you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The post-pair forum will be Murray and Sabonis. Levine is out there with Ellis, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
And you gotta like the crafty approach there. Hero really good at keeping the defender off balance.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Levine. Sabonis' screen on Wiggins. Levine wide open. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And running the pick and roll to perfection there. Much easier to execute when you have a handle like Levine.
Outside, Hero. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Right side, Levine. from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. The Heat leading by 5. Wiggins in the post. DeRozan's there. Adebayo with the ball. To the inside. Here's Hero. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. And the Heat lead by 7.
And Hero getting to the spots where he can be very effective. That swagger he plays with is infectious.
Here's Levine driving inside. It's good. Levine's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
And there's the foul. It's on Keegan Murray. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Pass to Highsmith. Here's Ware. Plenty of space. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And the jam by Levine.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Adebayo with a screen on DeRozan. Hero on the wing. DeRozan defending. Shots good by Hero.
Fighting the inside defender, Hero really works to get to the bucket.
Ellis kicks to Levine. Murray sets a screen for Levine. Kicks it out to Ellis. No good on the 3. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Ware, good.
Well, nice vision on that pass from Hero, and he put the ball right in the shooting pocket.
The Kings trail by 9. They swipe it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the game. Launches a 3. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Heat.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Well, they've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, your confidence grows, and you win that turnover battle. And he's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Adebayo kicks to Hero. We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. And the 3 off target.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Heat.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Tyler Hero.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
36 seconds left in the 4th. And he's good on the 3 ball. And the Heat lead by 15.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Wiggins against Levine. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to DeRozan. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building with David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin.